Hi everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Collective, I hope you had a good day. Um, you did things you needed to do, even if it was just resting. That is so important. We underestimate how important it is for us to simply rest ourselves so we can have energy for the next day and to conquer whatever we need to do the next day, right? So, this reading is, what lessons did your ex teach you or needed to teach you? So, this will be different. We are moving on to pile one. And if you guys chose the peacock, now I'm already getting a vibe with you guys, pile one. So a couple of you guys kind of were cocky, okay? And if it resonates, then it's for you, okay? If it doesn't, then it's not. But a couple of you guys were kind of like cocky, and a lot of you guys rode what is called like a medium or like a middle line, where you kind of like didn't want to feel too much of something. Maybe you guys were hurt in the past and you kind of never really acknowledged that that hurt. Okay, yeah, you kind of didn't acknowledge that hurt. So you guys chose to kind of deal with things that were like, didn't really cause you to feel too much. Okay, so yeah, so you guys stayed in the gray areas. You didn't want to choose a side, whether it was black or white. You know, that way you guys felt like you could stay more in control and more in your power. Okay, so Spirit didn't kind of like that, guys. Spirit, we're here to feel, right? We're here to acknowledge pain. That way, when we do acknowledge our pain, we grow. We heal and we grow and we move on to the next cycle of life that we're supposed to experience. But with you, you were kind of doing like a round and round kind of cycle and kind of repeating it because you were going like through this same cycle over and over again. So you weren't really kind of learning the lesson. So the divine kind of sent you a person to help you experience that experience the pain, whether it's pain or feelings. I'm hearing that you needed to learn something that you couldn't run away from, something you couldn't avoid, right? So you couldn't walk the gray line any further with this person. Like, this person brought the most rawest emotions out of you. And this could be a soulmate or karmic. You know, we will know, like, when we get through the cards, if they choose to tell us. But what we have is colorless angel. So colorless angels, like, once upon a time, pile one, you guys were very vibrant. You're very angelic, and you probably either chose a side, whether it was, black or white, or, you always stood firm in your convictions until something happened in your past, which made you kind of feel like, you know what, I'm never really going to give my all again. I'm never going to give my everything again. This hurts too much. This takes too much out of me. So from now on, I'm going to just ride this middle line. I'm just going to stay in the gray. You know what I mean? And that way I'll be more in control. If something's too much for me, I can slip right out of it. I can run. I can do whatever I need to do so I can feel safe. And it's very understandable. Trust me. Trying to protect your heart. That's very understandable. So, again, like I said, the divine noticed that this was going on and had gone on for some time. So divine sends someone that you wouldn't be able to run away from your feelings. It made you feel. And you had to feel like every emotion that you ever held back in a relationship, right? And it kind of left you like blindsided. This person had you blindsided because you haven't felt this deeply for a long time. You didn't even know you were able, and you always thought you had perfect control. But this person came in your life, you know. You see them coming in your life like they're riding a tiger. Like, this is a person that you couldn't ignore. This was a person that you couldn't ride that middle line with, that gray line with. Like, this is a person who made you feel everything, you know. And look at the energy that this person is bringing. Like, you know, you see the like confetti, they're riding a tiger. Like, this person was fearless. So this person actually came to your life to bring back the aspect of yourself that you lost. Or I'm not feeling like you lost, but you kind of like locked it away, you know, like in a room. Say like a room, say like you're in a big mansion, and the mansion has like 30 rooms and like an attic. Like in like the third part of the attic, you locked this part of you away and became this colorless angel, you know, where you really didn't want to feel anything. So this person helped, it was like a mirror for you. So this might even be a twin flame. So this person helped you see that person, that side of you was suffering, like locked away. And even though it might have been like some harsh lessons, some pain, some intense feelings, this is what you had needed to feel to become one with yourself again, so you can go to that next cycle in life. Okay? And you might even hurt a couple of people by being this colorless angel, because what you meet is like people who come in and they're like, you know, they give you their all, and you're like, hey, I'm just going to be, this is what they're going to get from me. And you really can't be like that with love. You know, you can't say like, oh, I'm going to give this amount of love to this person and that's it. Like, love doesn't work like that. If that is like how a person feels, then they should just kind of get in like platonic relationships and make it known up front, like, you know, I only can give so much, so that way people don't give their time and energy, you know, because that's like cheating, that's like thief, that's like Seven of Swords energy. So let's see what the tarot has to say about this too, what else they taught you. But yes, this person definitely helped you get in touch with the self of you that you tried to hide. That was the number one lesson. This person was your mirror, you know, somebody you couldn't escape, somebody who's there to help you feel everything. So we have, yes, the sun in reverse. So we have the sun in reverse. So we have this happiness of you that you tried to hide. So this person, like, you were very scared of this person, Paul One. You might even ran from this person, but like, this person came to show you like there's still happiness to be had, there's still joy to be had, there's like so much joy in the world, even though, because you, Paul One, you feel like if somebody makes you happy, then they can also take it away. But the number one lesson that this person was trying to teach you, and that they kind of know, is that happiness is within. And once happiness is within, no one can take it away from you. Like, you see, this person is happy. They're happy on their own. Like, they don't have a counterpart with them. They don't have like a pile of people with them, or a group of people with them, or at a celebration. This person is like their own party. You know, they're their own party. They're happy with themselves. So when you're happy with yourself, no one can really take that away from you. They can't take that away from you, because it is something that's within. So this person came to show you that you have this happiness within, that you have this sun within you, that once you truly recognize that, then nobody can like take that away. So that was all basically just illusion anyways. So right, so we have Four of Cups. So instead of you sitting in the Four of Cups energy all the time, which is kind of very akin to depression as well, it's like, but it was like you choosing to be in that energy, because like I said, you, even if it's like the same thing over and over again, and even if it was displeasing, like you rather had this displeasing feeling than somebody coming and bringing you happiness, because happiness is very scary for you because somebody can take that away, you know, for you in your world. So when this person came, this, like I said, this was somebody you couldn't ignore. You know, this was like somebody you couldn't walk away from. It's like running away from yourself, if that makes any sense to you. So this person wasn't going to bring you the same thing of what you already had. If you look, like these 3 cups you have sitting here, like this is the divine handing you a cup of love, which was which was your ex, what they came to teach you. Like the divine was like, look, I'm going to show you it's different. You know, you can't sit in this energy. Look at the energy that you're sitting in. It's like that same energy, just like colorless energy of choosing, like, well, this is my fate, and you know, so I won't ever get hurt again, so my heart won't ever break again. I'm just going to sit in this energy. And then divine was like, no, I love you too much for you to stay in that stagnant energy. I'm going to send you somebody to show you what it means to love again, what it means to feel again, what it means to be you, to let you out again. So you couldn't ignore this person, not coming from the divine, you couldn't. Okay? So we have 2 of Wands. So what we actually have now, that it's like this person is like waiting on you. So pile 1, this relationship might not be over because it's like this person knows. So this could be your twin flame. It's like this person knows that you have to kind of go through a realization process of who they are to you, and you have to kind of make that move. It's like you have to get out of that fearful energy that every relationship is going to be a hurtful experience. Like I said, once you know that happiness is within and it's not really held from an outside source or person, then no one can take that away from you, pile 1. That happiness is with you always. Just like how a peacock like walks around and struts their stuff, like they're naturally happy with themselves. Like that's the thing about a peacock. Like it's like, I know I'm the prize. I know what I bring to the table. So sometimes it's basically knowing what you bring to the table. This success is already within you. This happiness is already within you. The sun is already within you. Your person wasn't showing you anything that wasn't already within you. And these qualities that you've seen in them might have scared you to death. That's because those were your qualities as well that you chosen to lock up. And the divine couldn't take you suffering anymore, because you would just kind of stay in this loop-de-loop and keep repeating this cycle and this process over and over again. And the divine loved you too much to have you sit in there. The divine wanted you to be successful again, to be success, you know, to be this person again. So it sent you your twin flame, or the aspect of yourself, to come love yourself again, to let you know that happiness is still waiting for you. Your life is not over. So pile 1, that was the lesson that your ex came to teach you. And from what I'm seeing, this person is waiting. And this person wants to give you the world, but they're waiting for you to make a move to realize this. Okay? So we're going on to pile 2, and good luck with that, pile 1. I wish you the best. I really do. Okay, so pile 2, how are you guys today? I hope you guys are doing well. It's night for me, like almost midnight if it's not already. So you chose butterfly, pile 2. Okay, so I can already see that you guys are going to be about transformation. So pile 2, the lesson that your ex came to teach you is about letting go. Okay? Normally when you're in relations, pile 2, you have a hard time letting go of your love. And this might have been like somebody who you would like keep going back to. Like you refuse to let this person go. Like you would keep saying, well, I need closure. I need closure. Okay? And that was just kind of like something for you to hold on to, like a comfort blanket. Because it's like another chance to see this person, another chance to prove your worth, another chance to prove to this person that it's not like completely over. Okay? And it's like you would give like everything of yourself if you look at this card, she's like crying tears of blood, and she's like offering, okay, she's like offering, I'm sorry, it's so fuzzy, it's like dark. She's like offering a drop of her own blood. And it just really doesn't have to be this way, right? So your person came to teach you a lesson to let go. Maybe this person kind of had to hurt you, like in such a way that you kind of initiated the breakup, that you said, hey, enough is enough. Like, I'm not no longer going to put up with this. I'm getting something might have happened in your childhood where it could have been with your parents and someone leaving. So you always feel like, if I would have done this, or if I could have fixed this, maybe, the parent that left could have stayed. So you might have had like that fix it mentality, where you can always like feel like you can fix it and it can be repaired and it can be restored, and you guys don't have to let it go. What you needed to learn, that some things are just, are for a season. You will be with this person for a season, maybe for a couple months, maybe for a year, who knows. But when it's over, it's over. We don't cry over spilt milk. We wipe it up, and we go about our way to find the next stage, or for your case, the adventure in your life. So in a way, it was like you were trying to heal your inner child through your relationships. Okay, so this person helped you get in touch with that side that you made you realize that some things you just have to let go. Some things just can't be repaired. And it's not your responsibility to take all that burden to feel like you have to. Okay, especially if somebody is putting so much burden on you and so much drama and chaos on you that you feel the need to carry this whole relationship where you're like crying your blood, sweat, and tears. And you're putting all this in the relationship, and they're like putting nothing. So you had to hit a wall where you said like enough, and you had to walk away from this connection, and without any closure. Sometimes you have to create your closure. Sometimes closure is bullshit. You know what I mean? Because you get to the point where you feel like if you tell yourself this is enough, like I'm done, you don't have to prove that to the other person. It's just done for you, and that's it. You can block them, you can choose not to speak to them, or you could just make the decision, and that's it. You know what I mean? Because it's just, and that's when it's like saying, I won't cry for you. This is finally realizing your dignity, finally realizing your worth, to let go what is no longer for you. And through that, what you have learned is you healed your inner child. You're able to express yourself, and now you're able to go on your next adventure, right? Now you're able for the next phase of your life. Now you're ready for your rebirth. Now you're ready for your transformation. Okay, so this person, yes, they might have pulled out everything from you, and sometimes you might even wonder why, but that was the lesson. This person had to push you to a breaking point where you made the initiative to let them go. Okay, so let's see what messages we have from the tarot. So yeah, you stood your ground. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you, Paul, too. You stood your ground and finally said enough when you had enough. Like, this person was doing so much shady shit to you. Like, you had to kind of stand your ground and you say, enough is enough. And let me tell you something. This person respects you now. Because this person was just going to push you and push you to just see how far they can go with you until you said enough. You know? And look at how many wands. Like, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wands against your 1 wand. That was a lot of crap they were, like, putting on you. Until you said no more. Like, no more. And like, I won't cry for you. I won't cry for you anymore. I'm ready for my next adventure. You're not the only thing out here. And this is the realization you're coming to see now. Look, you know, how the little girl is going to, like, she's seeing, like, there's a whole world of adventure out there, of color. I don't have to stay here and deal with this crap. So awesome, because you wouldn't believe how many people do not learn that lesson. And they're stuck learning it. So we have 4 of Wands. I don't know. I'm feeling like this might be another twin flame. Pile 1 was a twin flame. So I'm feeling like this might be your twin flame. It might not be over this person, might have some kind of respect for you now and might want to bring you the Four of Wands. Like I said, this person has like a deep respect for you now. Like when you stood up for yourself, you like this person seeing you in a different light. So that could be happening for you and this person. If not with this person, then somebody else will come along and give you that Four of Wands. But it's coming in for you soon. And happiness as well. Again, I got the same card in pile 1. So this is an energy of waiting. Somebody waiting for you. Waiting for the right time. So it's divine with you guys. I'm seeing like it's divine timing. Like divine is holding your person back right now. Because you know why? Because you're going through a transformation. You're still healing your inner child. Right? You're still healing your inner child. So you will be able to walk through this Four of Wands energy with that happiness, with that energy that you need. It's like you had to learn to stand up for yourself. So you've been through a battle, pile 2. So while you're healing, the divine is holding this person back from you right now. So pile 2, most likely you guys are in no contact right now as you heal. If you are in contact, it's very minimum. So for you guys, like if you're still in a relationship, or like living together, or talk to each other every day, this might not be your pile. But for those that they're at a distance from their person, this person is like waiting, but the divine is having them wait. So it's like they have these 2 wands and then you have your 2 wands. And because of the way you stood up for yourself, now they're going to meet you equal. Whatever you give, this person will give. And this was your lesson, to not give any more than what somebody gives you. Like you don't give your blood, sweat, and tears and they just want to bring you like 1 cup of water. Half a cup of water at that. That was the lesson you need to learn. Be in a relationship of equal give and take. And if they do not bring you that, then you have to let it go and choose you. Okay, so that was the lesson for pile 2. That was very nice. You guys are going through a transformation now, so get all you can out of it while you heal yourself. Okay, so pile 2, we are moving on to pile 3. Okay, so pile 3, I hope you guys are doing well tonight, and we got a lot accomplished today. So pile 3, if you chose this crown, or you chose 3, I got crown for you guys. And that's weird because this card looks like there's a crown on their head too. Okay, so basically I'm seeing you guys, I had to channel you guys for a little bit because it was your message was a little, it didn't come out like with a punch like the first 2. But pile 3, what I'm seeing is that basically you attract a type. Okay, you attract a type of people, whether the gender doesn't matter, but you attract your partners tend to be obsessed with you. Okay, they tend to be very obsessive about you, obsessive over you, almost to the point you melt into one with these people. So it's kind of like you never know who you are, because you like get with these obsessive people, you let them take over your life. They kind of like, because they want to like maybe always be with you, go everywhere with you, don't let you do your own thing. Maybe isolate you from your friends and families. It's like you attract these types, like they want to just like smother you. Always, you guys are like one, and it got to a point that it was just like very unhealthy, these partners that you attract. Okay, and you became comfortable with it. You're like, oh, this is love. They always want to spend time with me. They're a little controlling, they're a little jealous, but it's okay. That means they love me. yada, yada, yada. And really, that's not the meaning of love. So your last ex came to show you what the meaning of love was, because this person, pile 3, was not obsessed with you. They came with the healthy give and take of love, right? They gave you your freedom, this person. So you had to actually face yourself, pile 3. You actually had to look yourself in the mirror and see who you were. You were so used to your past relationships where you melted in like as one with the person, that you will become every partner that you choose, because that's how much that these people would take over your life, how much you spend time with these people. It's just like, you didn't know who you were anymore. But this person wasn't about that. No, this person had like a healthy love, like, baby, you do you, I'm do me. Am I gonna hang out with the boys, or am I gonna go to the gym today? And you're like, you don't want me to come? And they're like, no. Like, do you have like girlfriends? And you're like, no. Or guy friends? And you're like, no, because you kind of cut them all off for your last relationships, because you usually melt into your partners, and you guys do everything together like one unity, or one person. And you might even find yourself codependent in relationships and not knowing what to do when you are not in a relationship, because it's like you identify with these relationships you would get in. So you would start comparing, like, this person doesn't really love me, because this, my last relationships, they would do all kinds of things. We would, they were controlling, they were jealous, they wouldn't even let me. So, this person doesn't really love me, but they did, pile 3. They did. They loved you, but they had their own style of showing you how they love. And actually, they showed you how to be your own person. And they show you how to look in a mirror and to look at you. And that you don't have to melt with another person. Like, you had these obsessive types. Like, obsession isn't love. It is what it is. It's obsession. It's toxic. But that doesn't mean that is love. That's what you were led to believe. So this person came to show you what love was. Love is still loving yourself, loving time, having time, like having this security. Like, you do your thing today, I'm going to do my thing today, later on today, and that's still love. Like, we're going to see each other today, or maybe even tomorrow, or maybe the day after that. But it's like the freedom and that security in knowing that your partner isn't going anywhere, even though you guys aren't like glued at the hip everywhere you go. That's codependence. That's what that was. So that's what this person came to teach you, to stand on your own 2 feet, to do things with yourself, to develop a relationship with yourself, to reach out again to your friends and family, And this person teach you how to be strong, teach you how to be independent. So let's see what the cards have to tell us. So we got 9 of Wands, exactly what I was saying. Like, this person teach you to stand on your own 2 feet. To let you know that you can do it. Like, you don't need to be codependent in every relationship. But in a way, it took you a while to get this, because you felt like you were in this relationship by yourself. Because again, like I said, you perceive obsessive types to be what you're, the true meaning of a true relationship. So sometimes you would feel like you were out here defending yourself. Like, wow, my person would just leave me out here defending my damn self, and they're nowhere around. Yeah, they were around, but they were out living their lives, probably doing their careers and, living their dreams, as you should as well. So this person was teaching you to stand on your own, to follow your dreams, to, put more energy into your career, what you want out of life, instead of, it's, us, babe. Like, oh, we, or, being one of those we couples. Because this journey is also about, or more than anything, it's our journey. That's why we come here alone, we leave alone. This is our journey. And of course, we're going to meet wonderful people to share our journey with sometimes. But at the end of the day, we are the stars of our books. This is our journey. Okay, so we don't want to make the theme relationships, even though that's very important. But the most important is the relationship with ourselves. Right, the Hermit. I love how this is coming out. So you had to learn to go within, Pile 3. You had to learn to look within, and guess what? You found you. You found that you had a whole world of knowledge to yourself just waiting. Like yourself was just waiting for you. You know? Yourself was just waiting for you to come within to see that, you know, you're still a person without having to be connected to a whole nother obsessive person. That it's still okay for you to have you time or me time in a relationship. That you can travel or do a girl's trip without your significant other, and the same for them. It's having trust in the relationship and trust and security in that love to know that you guys can do this and they can do that, and you guys will still come together and you guys will still love each other. That is healthy love. That is healthy love. Obsession and codependency is toxic. So you comparing that, you know, because that's what you were doing, you know, like, oh, this person doesn't love me, you know, and then you probably would do all kinds of things, give this person a cold shoulder, and you probably would get into arguments with this person because this person's, you know, you're like, you were used to a pattern, you attract, and that's how you know the divine has something to do with it, because you normally attract these obsessive types. And so the divine said, nope. Now we're going to send you somebody who's going to show you the meaning of healthy love. What healthy love looks like. What? See what I mean? Yes. This is the kind of relationships you were used to, Paul 3. Like, we're going to be together forever no matter what. We're obsessed with each other. We're joined at the hip. And it came to the point that it, you know, it became devilish. It became toxic. It became controlling. You guys were controlling of one another. So you attracted codependent people because you were codependent. And you guys would bind yourself to each other. So you felt smothered. Maybe it would be you, or maybe it would be but I'm feeling like it would be the partner sometimes, because when the divine wanted your partners to learn their lesson, then the divine would put the pressure on them to make them feel smothered. So they break away from the chain to learn the lessons that they needed to learn. And I'm getting that you still go back, Pile 3, that you compare your old relationships to the one the divine sent you of this person who's trying to show you that it doesn't have to be obsessive. It doesn't have to be codependent. You can do your thing. I can do my thing. Like, we don't have to be joined at the hip. So in a way, it's like your past relationships kind of made a monster out of you, because it's maybe you started hounding this person. Maybe you thought that this person was cheating on you and all these kinds of things, and basically it's just a pattern of people that you were used to. So the lesson with your ex, so you might even broke up with this person, you might have made it very hard on this person, because you just felt like this person didn't love you. They loved you, Pile 3. They loved you, but they loved you in a way that was healthy instead of toxic. This person was a free-spirited person. They didn't feel like they had to be you're joined at your hip every 5 seconds, or talk to you on the phone every 5 seconds when you guys are not around each other to be together. And they might have, I'm getting that they might even stood their ground, like, you know, I can't do this. I can't be in a relationship like with a codependent person, because it takes away their anonymity, like they're who they are, who they built themselves up. Like, before you go in a relationship, you had friends, You know, you had a job, you had desires, you had dreams, and you will have those things even after you get into a relationship. We can't just forget who we were because we enter a relationship, right? We are still those people. We can't lose ourselves once we get in a relationship. So pile 3 with this person was sent to show you that you are a king or a queen in your own right. And you're still that king or queen, whether your king or your queen is not next to you. And you do have that hermit inside you. You do have that in you to go within, to be alone sometimes and enjoy your company instead of running away from it. So that is what they came to teach you. The lesson of standing on your own, to teach you that you don't have to be codependent to make the relationship work, to teach you that you don't have to be obsessed with your partner to make the relationship work, to teach you to get rid of these toxic patterns. Pile 3. That is what your person came to teach you. Okay, so hopefully you will be able to take these lessons in and to be able to spend time with yourself and do maybe like once a week where it's just you, whether you're in a relationship or not, it's just you. Whether it's going to the movies, whether it's going to a restaurant, whether it's just like a walk in the park, but it's just spending your time with you and building that relationship with you. Okay, so we're moving on to pile 4. Good luck, guys. Okay, so finally pile 4. And pile 4, if you chose Dolphin, this is a soulmate. Every time I see dolphins, that is like the symbol for soulmates. So pile 4, you guys are the players of the of the bunch. Yes. You guys basically are players. You have like a magic talent for making people believe like they're the only one in the world and that they would be your like forever love story, and you weave this spell and you weave this magic on the people, and you're talented at doing this, right? You're talented. You're like Don Juan or Don Juana, even though I'm feeling like this could be a masculine energy. Gender doesn't apply. But you guys were like the player of the bunch. And you go around charming people, to get what you want. I mean, you give people a good time. Like, I'm not feeling like a bad vibe. Like, you guys are like heartless or cold about it. But it's the fact that you guys weren't building anything with anyone. Like, you would come in like a thief in the night and you would go out like a thief in the night, and leave a lot of broken hearts wherever you go, pile 4. Okay, it reminds me of that song, She's a runner, she's a track star. She runs away when it gets hard. It's like that energy, like when there's time to build or time to make a commitment, or you guys are like out of there. It's like, I think Drake had a song too. If the fun's not there, and then, I'm done with it. Or once I stop having fun with it, then I'm done with it. So basically, that's like you guys' energy, like once it stopped being fun or that newness dies out, then it's like you guys are out the door and you kind of don't want to be around to build or, to go through the energy of like building something permanent or something more permanent with these people. So you earned the name of player, you guys. So the divine sent you somebody, pile 4. They sent you a earth angel who is here to guide you. And guess what? You couldn't play this person, right? You couldn't play this person. This person might even played you. Yes, this person could even played the player. I'm getting for some of you. Now, I'm getting 2 different bunches. Now, for one bunch of you guys, I'm getting that this person gave you the same energy and had you chasing them. Okay, so that's one energy I'm getting. And then for some of you guys, this was a person who kind of made you like stop and you like, wait a minute, hold up. I like this person. Like, I want to build with this person. And it scared the hell out of you guys. You know, I want more with this person. Like, who is this person that makes me want to hang up my player jersey? Who is this person? Right? Because this person was most likely the Empress. Like, this person came straight to you from divine. Like, look at the angel carrying this person to you. Like, if you look, there she goes. It's like a person in the background that was like sent just for you. So this person had to stop you in your tracks because you was on a roll, powerful. You was like on a roll, breaking hearts. So the divine had to show you that you too can have your heart broken. Okay, that you too can learn your lesson. So a lot of you guys met your match and you learned your lesson. You learned how, you know, how it is to be on the other end receiving you. So somebody was definitely out here getting a them pulled on them, or getting a you pulled on you. So let's see. So we have justice, right? Because you were out here doing many injustices to a lot of people, and the scales had to be balanced, because karma is karma and it will always come, right? So if you're going out there and you're misusing these gifts you have to seduce and not build and like hurt people, then yeah, the scales had to be balanced and justice had to come for you. Okay? And it did with this person. So this person came as a lesson to even the scales to teach you how it feels to get done like you do other people, or teach you how it feels to want to build, to want to chase, this time for you to be the one doing the chasing. You know? Yeah, okay, so for this one, it's really coming through. So this, you guys got your heart broken because you broke hearts. So you got put in the energy of what you put people through, power, being these heartbreakers out here. So somebody had to break your heart for you to learn, for you to stop, for you to slow down, and to see that it's not okay. It's not okay to go around being a player or breaking people's hearts, especially if you're doing an energy where you're making people feel like, oh, there's going to be more to us. You know, only you guys know if you fed people like a false story or a false narrative, like you're going to be together forever and ever with these people, and then you're going by next week. You know, that is so bad and so wrong. You know, if somebody's out there doing their thing and they're telling people like, look, I ain't looking for nothing serious, I'm this and I'm that, then you know, I'm not judging those people, because those people let people know right from the gate what kind of vibe that they're on. And that way that person has a choice to even get involved with that person or leave that person alone, right? But a lot of you guys didn't even give people a choice. Like, you guys gave people false narratives and false stories, like it would be forever and ever. So what did the divine do? They sent your soulmate, who you really were supposed to be forever and ever with, to teach you a lesson. You know? To let you know that you just can't go around breaking people's hearts. You know, telling lies, feeding false narratives, being player from the Himalayas all out here. So we have the Hangman. So this definitely was an enlightenment moment for you. This definitely, and I'm proud of you guys, because you guys did actually stop and learn the lesson. Because the Hangman is a card of sacrifice. The Hangman is a card of going within. It's a card of, because the story of the Hangman, like, this person, like, hung from a tree and sacrificed himself to gain knowledge. So this is the energy that you're in, that you're willing to sacrifice yourself for a person that you love, and this helped you gain knowledge. This helped you move. Like, this helped you kind of look at yourself like, hey, I'm out here doing people wrong. Like, is this how it felt to be on the receiving end of me? Is this how it felt? And it actually gave you an epiphany. It actually gave you an epiphany where, you know, now you know you have to change. Now you know you have to change your energy. You have to change your ways. So now you guys are just in this enlightenment period where you guys are taking it all in and seeing what it means, or what your last relationship was trying to teach you. So now you know, which brought you to here, right? So now you know what's going on with you, why you're in this hangman energy, because there's a lesson you need to learn. And basically, from what I'm seeing, you guys are taking it all in, because that heartbreak taught you something. And for some of you guys, you might even be running from the heartache. But you're not going to run far, because that hangman is like waiting for you. Where either way, you're going to be forced to feel. Okay? You're going to be forced to look at yourself and see like what your actions has brought to you. Now, if you guys aren't like players or like player energy, then this pile isn't for you. But these are for like the players, that the people go around and, you know, they kind of feel like they can go in and out of people's lives, and it doesn't have any repercussions when they hurt people, when they play around with people's emotions and feelings and all those things. So, pile 4, this is what your ex came to teach you. And from what I'm seeing, this is a soulmate. This was a soulmate that came and taught you this lesson. And it really taught you. Like, justice really came in for you. But I'm getting you guys did learn the lesson. Like, it wasn't, you guys might have ran from your 5 of Cups for a little bit, but eventually it's like it caught up to you. Because you couldn't deny it. You couldn't deny the feeling. So Spirit did what needed to be done. And you learned this lesson. And that's what your ex taught you. Taught you that you too can have a broken heart. Taught you that you too can get your heart broken. And taught you that you too, that nobody is above justice. There is a consequence to how, you know, there's a consequence to how you treat people, or your actions. Yeah, that's it. It's a consequence to your actions. That's what this person taught you. And this is what you're taking in now. Like, you know, wow. So there's a cause and effect. If I go out and treat people this way, then this will happen to me. And this is how you learn, right? So pile 4, that is what your person taught you. And it you know your next story, but it did seem like it brought you under control. I'm just gonna, Spirit's telling me to pick another card, so I'm gonna pick the next card. Yes, wow, look at that. That's so beautiful. So you got the Star. You guys got the Star. So you guys had to like lose everything to get like, because I'm getting this pile number 4. You guys have a lot of spiritual gifts. You guys are like divine. That's probably why like your divine counterpart was like brought to you like a gift, like on an angel. Because you guys are very divine, but you guys were out here misusing your gifts. So this person was sent to redirect you. That's why this card, it has guidance with it. This person was sent to guide you back to your mission. You're meant to be the star. You're meant to help people, to guide people yourselves. Like, the divine didn't give you these gifts for nothing. The divine gave you gifts to help guide people. Yes, so you guys had like these spiritual gifts that you were misusing, and you guys had to be balanced back out. The balance had to be brought back in. It was sad that for some of you guys had to have your heart breaking for you to go through this enlightenment energy, but you guys are going to emerge all the better for it. Yeah, you had to be stripped vulnerable from all your ego, from all your pride, for you to have this rebirth, to have this enlightenment brought to you guys. Wow, Pile 4, you guys are like very intense. Very intense. So this is the lesson in Pile 4 has taught you. You guys either divine, I'm feeling like divine masculine vibes, but if you're not, you could be divine feminine as well. This is a lesson that you had to learn to become your true divine selves, to use your gifts in the ways that wouldn't harm people, but will bring many benefits to help others. Okay, so I hope you had a good night. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel free to do so. And I will see you guys next time. It's late here, but love you guys and have a good night. Probably a good day. Probably get loaded in tomorrow. Good night or good day.